Hello everyone. Today the topic is what happens when we sleep. We sleep every night, but very few people know about what actually happens inside the body during sleep. Today we will explore how sleep works and why different sleep stages are so important. What is sleep? It is a natural reversible state. It is not unconsciousness, yes, but a state where awareness of the environment is reduced and it can be rapidly reversed by awakenings. It is usually associated with reduced response to external stimuli, specific body posture, and the closed eyes. If we talk about the humans, we spend nearly one third of our life sleeping, which shows that sleep is not an optional, it is a biological necessity. Why do we sleep? Sleep is not just rest. It restores our body, refreshes the brain, supports the memory and learning, maintain the breathing and heart health, faster the muscle recovery and the tissue repair, and stronger the immune response as well. It is an active process where the body repairs itself and the brain organizes information. What happens without sleep? When the sleep is inadequate, the term named sleep deprivation. So, what the patient experiences during the sleep deprivation? The lack of concentration, the daytime sleepiness, difficulty to memorize the things, mood changes, poor decision making, and even the simple daily activities become challenging. Now, sleep affects the whole body. When we sleep, our body does not switch off, it switches on its healing systems. This map shows how one single factor, which is sleep, affects the entire human body from the brain to the heart, from immunity to the pain. Let me take you through it step by step. As we say that, think of sleep like the central power station. So when sleep is healthy, all systems work smoothly. Sleep first affects the brain and the neurological effects. So with poor sleep, our memory becomes weak, concentration decreases, mood changes, risk of depression and anxiety increases. That's why sleep deprived people feel irritable, forgetful, and emotionally unstable. Second is heart and cardiovascular system. Sleep also protects the heart. Lack of sleep leads to high blood pressure, poor heart rate regulation, and increase the risk of stroke and heart diseases. So sleep is not just rest, it's the cardiovascular protection as well. Third is the respiratory system. If the poor sleep, then it can lead towards the worsened sleep apnea, cause unstable breathing patterns, and reduce the oxygen balance during the sleep. This shows how sleep disorders directly affect the respiratory health. Fourth is the immune system. Sleep is when the immune system resets. When sleep is inadequate, immune response weakens, infection risk increases, healing becomes very slow. That's why people who don't sleep well get sick more often and recover slowly. Now next is metabolism and endocrine system. As you all know that sleep controls our hormones. So if the inadequate sleep is there, it causes hormonal imbalance, increased appetite, especially for junk food, and the weight gain and metabolic problems are very common in these type of people. So this explains the strong link between the sleep, obesity, and diabetes. Next is the pain and musculoskeletal system. Sleep also affects pain perception. Without proper sleep, pain sensitivity increases, muscles fatigue easily, muscles fatigue easily, and recovery becomes slow. That's why chronic pain patients often complain of poor sleep and worse pains. Now, each branch in this map shows one system, but in reality, all systems are connected. So, when sleep is disturbed, the effect don't stay in one place; they spread through the entire body. So sleep influences every major system in the human body, from the brain and heart, metabolism, pain. Its impact is wide and profound. This map clearly shows how deeply sleep is linked to overall health. So, healthy sleep is not a luxury, it is a medical necessity. As we already discussed, that sleep is so important for brain functions. So, it is essential to understand how sleep works, and that begins with the understanding of the stages of sleep. Now, sleep is divided in two main stages. First is non-rapid eye movement sleep, which is commonly called NREM sleep, and the second is rapid eye movement sleep, which is called RAM sleep. Each has a different role for the brain, like NREM restores the body, whereas the RAM restores the mind. Now, NREM is further divided in three substages. First is stage N1, second is stage N2, and the third is stage N3. First is stage N1. It is the lightest sleep and it is the transitional stage from wake to sleep. During this stage, all the body activities are reduced and the body functions slow down. The heart rate, breathing, eye movements decreases and the muscles start to relax, sometimes with brief twitches. Now, second is stage N2. It is still considered the light sleep, but it is deeper than N1. The body prepares to rest and to enter the deep sleep. Heart rate and breathing slows further, eye movements stop, and the muscles become more relaxed. Then move towards the stage N3. It is the deepest and the most restorative stage of sleep. This is the stage we need to feel refreshed in the morning. Heart rate and breathing reach their lowest levels. Brain waves becomes very slow and it becomes difficult to wake a person from this stage. Now we move forward to the second stage of sleep, which is REM sleep. It plays a major role in mental and emotional restoration and it helps the brain recover from daily stress and supports emotional balance. The other key features are brain focused sleep, which means that the brain is highly active but the body remains relaxed. Second is high level of brain activity during REM sleep, and it closely resembles the awakened state because it is associated with dreaming, and due to that dreaming, rapid eye movements occur, and it is a key marker to identify the REM sleep. I want to give you an example. In daily life, if you observe that when a person is dreaming, their eyeballs move rapidly under closed eyelids. Sometimes they may smile, speak softly, or make brief movements during the sleep. These observations usually occur during REM sleep when the brain is actively dreaming. Now, the last is muscle atonia, in which the skeletal muscles are temporarily paralyzed, and this prevents us from physically acting out our dreams. So means it prevents from major body movements, but the smaller motions like facial expressions, smiles can be observed. So don't confuse between them. Now, sleep cycles through the night. We do not stay in one stage all the night. We start from the lightest sleep, which is N1, then enter to deeper sleep, and then reach to deep restorative sleep, which is N3, then enter into the REM sleep, where the brain is active and dreaming occur. So this is the complete cycle, which repeats 4 to 6 times during an 8-hour night. And we can say that the N3 is predominant in first half of the night and decreases in the second half of the night. Whereas if we talk about the REM sleep, it is very short in the first half of the night, lasting only for 10 minutes. But its duration increases in later part of the night. Like REM sleep lasts up to 45 minutes when we move towards the morning. So REM sleep is predominant in the later portion of the night, and N3 sleep is predominant in the first part of the night. Now, unlock the power of sleep. If I want to conclude that sleep is your superpower, so NREM sleep restores your body, whereas REM sleep refreshes your mind, and together they keep you alert, healthy, and ready for the day. Now, treat sleep as an essential part of your life. It's not your rest, it's just a secret to feeling your best. So, we can easily say that healthy sleep is equals to better life. Now, there are some tips for healthy life. Like to follow these simple strategies, we can enhance the sleep quality and promote the restful nights. There are 4 sleep strategies. Like, first is the sleep schedule. Like, we consistently go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on the weekends as well. Second is the restful environment. Ensure your bedroom is very dark, quiet, and at a comfortable temperature. Third one is screen time limitations. Avoid the screen time an hour before to bed to reduce the blue light exposure. And the last one is the relaxation technique. Like, we engage in calming activities like reading or meditation before sleep. These all are the 4 healthy sleep techniques through which we can lead towards a good sleep. In upcoming videos, we will explore sleep studies, sleep disorders, and sleep technology. So please like and subscribe the channel. And if you have any queries, Comment below and stay connected with Sleep Tech Guide. Thank you and take care.